is up? This year, LA in a minute, and I'm here in Baldwin Hills at the Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Area, which today is one of the most beautiful scenic areas in Los Angeles, with views of the city and views of the Pacific Ocean on a clear day. But in 1963, this was a reservoir that held hundreds of millions of gallons of water that would burst on December 14th, causing one of the largest disasters in Los Angeles history. Let's get into it. In the 1950s, as Los Angeles population growth continued to skyrocket, city planners needed new ways to secure water for the burgeoning population. Reservoirs cropped up throughout the city, including the Baldwin Hills Reservoir. The reservoir was to be built on a hilltop in Baldwin Hills and would provide an emergency water supply for residents of West Los Angeles. Construction began in 1947 on an active fault line, which was a subsidiary of the well-known Newport-Inglewood Fault, but many geologists and engineers considered this an insignificant risk. By 1951, the dam was completed and the reservoir was filled with nearly 300 million gallons of water. For the next 12 years, the dam stood without incident as communities developed around the reservoir. But on the morning of December 14th, 1963, the reservoir's caretaker noticed something alarming during his routine inspection: muddy water seeping from pipes beneath the dam's lining. Erosion is the dam's worst enemy, and news spread about the potential danger, and a race against time began. Engineers and workers scrambled to shore up the dam and clear emergency discharge pipes, while police began evacuating residents from neighborhoods below, and local politicians started to strategize. As the day went on, news copters began to circle overhead, and they captured live and unprecedented coverage of the unfolding crisis, including at 2:20 p.m. when a 3-foot wide crack appeared in the dam's face. At 3:38 p.m., with a thunderous roar, the dam's wall gave way. The massive wall of earth and concrete was simply obliterated, unleashing a 50-foot-high wave of water. Residential Cloverdale Avenue, which buttressed the dam, provided a conduit for the water to funnel through Baldwin Hills, sweeping away everything in its path as houses were destroyed, lives were lost, and a community was changed forever. So what exactly happened to the dam that caused this urban disaster? The investigation and the debate began almost immediately. Remember, the reservoir was constructed directly on an active fault line. Construction and the location were analyzed by teams of scientists, engineers, and authorities. But later investigations pointed to a different cause. Oil companies had long operated wells along La Cienega Boulevard, and federal geologists concluded that overpumping of the oil fields caused damage to the geological structure supporting the dam. Regardless, the community was devastated, and the disaster left an indelible mark on Los Angeles history and led to significant changes in dam safety regulations across California. So the Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Area has some of the best views in all Los Angeles. But in 1963, this was the site of one of the most unfortunate events in Los Angeles history, the Baldwin Hills Dam disaster. All right, LA, it's been a minute.